What's up YouTube? It's me, Jess, and I'm an opera singer. Today's video is all about Miss Ariana Grande. This is my very first performance analysis by Miss Grande, and I have chosen to do her live performance of Tattooed Heart. A, because I love this song, and B, because I love this performance. Let's go. So
Say you don't need a lot of money.
gorgeous.
And you don't have to play no game.
Nice.
Said all I need is all your love. Snaps.
Cute.
To get the blood rushing through my veins. Baby, I wanna say we're gonna steady.
Nice.
Ooh, like it's 1954. No, it doesn't have to be forever, just as long as I'm the name on your tattoo.
Gorgeous. Okay, let me stop here. Don't worry, I'll rewind to get right back into that part that goes into the chorus. A few things. I'm not going to talk about her diction because I know this is an older video and I know that she has improved on her diction by milestones. And to me, that is the most important thing. That trumps everything, and that is so respectable. If you can take criticism from other people and see it yourself, process it, and see and care how you can improve on that one certain detail, and she has done that fabulously. So I was gonna comment on the diction, and then I remembered that immediately, and I was like, it doesn't matter. This is an older performance. Secondly, I love her tone. I absolutely love Ariana Grande's tone, the actual quality of her sound. To my ears, it's a beautiful, beautiful balance of lightness and darkness. And when she is right on pitch and she's holding out her notes, it's honestly one of the best sounds. Lastly, I know that Ariana Grande is one singer who does move her jaw a lot when she's doing riffs and runs. And it's a pretty exaggerated movement. And I haven't seen a performance of hers like super recently, but I believe that still happens. But here's the thing, when you're at that level of fame and success, and you've developed a habit to how you execute those riffs and runs, it can be extremely so hard to get rid of that habit, or to even lessen that habit is so mind-blowingly hard. The need to get rid of that habit may be completely invalid if what she is doing during her riffs and runs isn't causing her any injury or any long-term negative effects. If none of that is happening, there's no reason for her to change a thing because it's working for her. The only thing that I would question is whether that actually hurts, and if there are long-term effects of it, and if she wants to have a longevity in her career, if that is something she would be interested in changing. But if she's fine, she's good. Those opinions really don't matter. I just wanted to point that out because I know a couple of big topics with Miss Grande's voice are pronunciation and jaw movement.
It doesn't have to be forever, just as long as I'm the name on your tattoo.
gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, I want to talk about 2 examples that show how she was successfully able to hit those really high notes in a couple of her phrases. So the very first example I want to talk about was when she had a break just before the chorus, and she had to sing the la. So before she sang that, she had a little bit of a break from the section before. And in that break, she took a breath that was so helpful for the note that she needed to sing first. And in that breath, she opened her mouth and she had a nice amount of space in her vocal cavity. That alone helped her prepare for that high note. And what makes that phrase so hard is the very first note in the phrase is a high note. You don't have anything before to help you get to that high note. So to compensate for that, or to make that a lot easier, is how can you prepare for that in your breath? And she did a fantastic job across all boards in executing that, and it came out so well. I also loved how in that phrase she ended the phrase by closing that open vowel and closing it to an oo vowel, and just sang right through that oo vowel, and it sounded so good. The second example is on the phrase, you don't need to worry about. The note I want to talk about is on the word don't. And she sings, you don't. But you all, how quickly she moved her mouth wide open to get that note out, like, blew me away. It was crazy how fast her mouth just literally went like this for the word don't. And the reason why it had to go like that so drastically was because she chose to sing on a more closed vowel for the word you. The alternative could be ya don't, because singing that way, the vowel in ya is harmoniously more closer to the vowel in don't, right? So going from those 2 vowels is a much more smoother and easier flow, let's say, for a singer, than if you were to go from you, oh. Those 2 vowels are harmonically, let's say, farther apart, so it takes a lot more effort to go from one vowel to the next. However, at her level of professionalism and her level of artistry, going from you don't is no problem at all, because of how quickly she was able to just open her mouth and get straight to that vowel. What also makes this phrase hard is the interval. So that is, let's see, yeah. Yeah, that's a D4, D above middle C. And the next note is da, 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 an E natural 5. So that is an interval of a major 9. You don't need to worry about. That's a pretty large interval, especially even more so because you're going from chest note to chest note, right? That's what makes it that much harder. It's easy to go, yeah, darling. That's easy, but the way that it is arranged and the way that she chooses to sing it amps up that level of difficulty a whole nother notch, because she's going from a hard interval and from chest voice to chest voice. She honestly did this so well. I want to rewind because I want you all to pay attention to 2 things. One, the preparation note that she took right before the la. Watch how she takes in that breath. And the second thing I want you all to watch is how quickly she opens her mouth to get to that high note on the word don't. Woo!
Just as long as I'm the name on your tattoo.
Oh my god, gorgeous. I know the song is almost over. I'm gonna rewind, don't worry. I literally don't even know where to freaking start. It's so crazy how good her high notes are and how good they are with that much chest voice up in that range. What's crazy to me is how easy it sounds in her voice, because I don't know, for the average person that just ain't easy. And so I've got to commend her on whatever training she's done to get out such a fabulous sound at such a high range. Now, I want to say, I think one thing that is helping her with the overall ease of her sound is the connection that she's having with her audience members. This is one factor, of course, pure talent and dedication, but I think that is helping a lot. You can see that she's having a great time on stage. She has laughed in between some of her phrases and literally just laughed instead of continued singing, but kept singing after she was done laughing.
To be just as long as
she's talked to the audience during vocal breaks and told them to snap and wave their hands and things like that. And she's constantly smiling. I think all of these things help create a comfortable atmosphere. And a comfortable atmosphere for a singer makes the world of a difference in easing how the singer feels, and helps just with the ease of singing when the atmosphere is relaxed and you feel comfortable. So I think that is helping tremendously. Now, I've got to say, that instrumental dropout right before the Wrap Me in Your Jacket.
Just long as I'm the name on your tattoo.
Was dope. I loved that instrumental dropout, and I love that she sang a cappella right before the music came back in. Such a nice way to differentiate the album recording to a live performance. That is perfect for a live performance. And not only differentiate the melodic line and the runs that you're doing in a live performance, but that was a great example of how to differentiate the actual music underneath the voice. Fantastic.
Just as long as I'm the name on your tattoo.
So good. And that sounded 100% live to me on my ears. One thing I want to point out that is really interesting to me was how she executed the riff on the word tattooed. So the riff goes tattooed. Those three notes, for the majority of the song, actually every time she sang that in the meat part of the song, she sang it in full chest voice.
On your tattoo eyes, on your tattoo eyes, the lines on your tattoo eyes.
And I like how at the end of the song, she switched over and did that in head voice.
Just as long as the name on your tattoo eyes.
Just a really nice differentiation between the two. If you liked all that you saw, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and comment with a, with a black heart if you're a huge Ariana Grande fan, and if you want me to do a performance analysis video of her singing a musical theater selection. Also, make sure you turn on that bell notification so you know every time I put up a video on YouTube. Check out my description box. I've updated it with a bunch of links to my previous performance analysis videos, as well as videos of me singing and ways that you can connect with me personally. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!